Yo guys, welcome back to another episode of Anime Review. It is now Season 4, Episode 1, the premiere, and today we're covering My Hero Academia, the movie World Heroes Mission. Can't wait to cover this and get into this 4th season of Anime Review. We do have some heat coming up covering Vinland Saga, and also I think we're covering the second half of Seven Deadly Sins Season 5, and possibly another show that I won't spoil for you guys, but you'll see here soon. And yeah, but as you guys can see behind me, we finally have the second shelf. So yeah, on their second shelf right behind me, I tried to do a little bit of a display for right now. We have hardcovers, and I put Rent a Girlfriend there because it's like an oddly shaped volume. It's taller than like the standard volumes. And then I put all of Naruto because it's complete, and then my Pokemon volumes because oddly enough it fits perfectly there. And then on this shelf, the shelf I had originally had around the corner, I have everything else. So yeah, I have a big manga haul coming in the mail, I think today. So that's probably going to be most of my stuff for this month's haul, just because this month I haven't been spending a whole lot of money on manga because I've been getting in my Christmas shopping early, buying people gifts, and because I heard that this holiday it's going to be kind of hard for people to keep stuff in stock, and also like the whole shipping situation. So I'm definitely doing my Christmas shopping really early this year. I have quite a bit of it already done. So yeah, that's what I've been putting most of my money towards this month, so that during December I can basically go hog wild and buy as much manga as I want, pretty much. And yeah, but we're gonna have a decent sized haul this month, don't worry. I've got a huge haul coming, not a huge haul, but a decent sized haul coming in the mail today. That has some new releases from this month, and then just some other stuff, some series that I'm trying to get caught up on, and also a new series that I'm going to be collecting, and I have a bit of a story behind that, but I'm not going to spoil that for you guys now. I'm not going to show you guys close up on the shelf either. You guys can be able to see it in the background, and yeah, I've got normal books down there too. But yeah, at the end of the year, we're definitely going to do a full manga collection, this tour and video, and yeah, so I don't want to show you guys too close everything. I mean, there's still some stuff that we have to do. I'm going to build, my dad and I are going to build risers for these shelves so that we can have like 2 rows of manga on each shelf pretty much, and yeah, it'll be some good stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys will enjoy the video, because yeah, season 4 is kind of crazy that, you know, a little more than a year ago it was season 1, and I took a long break from uploading Anime Review until like the end of the year last year. So yeah, we're essentially that point where season 1 was last year. So yeah, really crazy that we're in season 4, and let's get right into it. Before we do get into the review, I did want to explain that I didn't make this video earlier in the weekend like I was going to, because on Friday I came home with a sore throat from school, and then yesterday again it just got worse, and I was actually in the process of making this video yesterday, and then I had to stop because I felt like I was going to be sick. And then I had ended up just going to bed because I was tired. And even today, my throat still hurts, and I'm kind of nasally and have a bit of a cough. So yeah, but I am trying to put out this video at least. I might still do a manga review like I was going to, but I at least want to put out this video. I swear, it's like there's always something in the way of me uploading like I want to on the weekends, but you know, it's whatever. At least I am putting this video out now, so there might be some cuts and stuff in this video if I have to, like, blow my nose or, like, cough or something. So, yeah, I do have my cup of hot tea here, so, yeah, let's just get right into this review, and I apologize in advance. So, it was actually on Tuesday that I had went to go see the movie in theaters. We had the day off because it was election day, and I had went ahead and saw it with my brother and my dad, and yeah, I thought it was a pretty solid movie, and I'm gonna get into here in a minute why. But first I want to tell you guys a little bit of what it's about, and just give you guys some, like, backstory about it. So yeah, this is the third My Hero Academia movie. I actually haven't seen the other two movies. This was the first one I've seen. I do plan on watching them at some point. I just don't know where to watch them at. I know they sell, like, the Blu-rays at, like, at FYE, and I've seen them there before and debated about getting them, but they're just, anime Blu-rays are just so expensive. Like, it was like $50 for, like, one movie, and it was ridiculous. And so I haven't gotten around to watching it at all. I mean, it might be on Funimation, but I don't have Funimation. I have Crunchyroll, so I don't know how I'm going to watch it. But yeah, this movie was pretty solid. I did enjoy it quite a bit. It had some really cool fights in it, and in my opinion, I thought the animation, not only during those fights, but during, like, the more, like, there's a few scenes, like, where Deku was using his black whip to, like, swing around on, like, basically what was the Golden Gate Bridge, and those scenes were just really good. Bakugo, when he was, like, flying in the air fighting this one villain, or two villains, so just, like, the scenes where they're moving around a lot were really well done, and it was just so clean. So yeah, really cool. And basically, I kind of forgot to tell you guys about the movie. The whole plot is that during the whole internship with Endeavor that happens in the manga, with Bakugo, Todoroki, and Izuku, they go off, and there's this, alright, so there's, like, this cult, and they believe in the Quirk Doomsday theory, which we saw in the manga, was, like, the whole Redestro stuff, and their whole thing, I guess. So there's this cult that believes in the same theory, and they have these bombs that, when explode, they release a gas that affects only people with quirks, and their quirks go wild, and then they die. So people who aren't affected by the gas are quirkless, and they are seen as, like, chosen ones, and they are, like, either forced to or, like, by choice, like, join this cult. And so, but some of the members of the cult itself have quirks, which is a little contradicting, but I guess what they're gonna do is, like, they're using their quirks to make people, to, like, put their plan into place, and then once, like, they achieve world domination or whatever, I guess they're just gonna kill themselves or something. I don't know how it works, but some of their members do have quirks, including the leader. Like, his whole power is that he has, like, a mirror power, so, like, his whole body appears blue because he has, like, this force field around him, and nobody can, like, touch him at all. So, or, like, when you hit him with, like, an attack, it'll just bounce right back at you. And so, at the end of the movie, Izuku has to fight him, but in order to get through his shield, he just has to keep pounding away at the shield, to, like, overpower it. If you guys remember in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, there was a scene with Roy Mustang shooting the fireball at Lust, and she kept regenerating, but the only way to, like, defeat her was he had to, like, overpower, like, the regeneration itself. And that's similar to how Izuku has to try and defeat this main bad guy, whose name I can't remember. It's something weird. But yeah, he just has to overpower the limits of this dude's quirk and just get some attacks through. So yeah, anyway, he's, like, the main bad guy in this. And what ends up happening, though, is there's this dude that they meet he's like really poor, and he's like in a trailer park or something, but he gets tied into like these secret plans that were leaked from this cult, and they're trying to hand it over to the heroes, and then he has like a he has like a hit on him pretty much. And so Izuku also gets exposed. Midoriya kind of gets exposed or falsely accused of basically being like a suspect for mass murder because the police are corrupt in this area. They've been infiltrated by the cult. And so they saw Izuku get away with this guy who has their leaked information. And so they put a hit on Izuku too, and like put him on national television where everybody can see him, and they say, hey, if you see this guy, tell us where you found him or whatever, because he's responsible for like mass murder. And then they send out this one chick, some archer lady. Her quirk and her as a character is really cool. She's like an assassin, and she like splits her hand and turns her own hand into like a bow, and she has arrows and she just shoots arrows. But her hand turns into a bow and stuff, and she has like a hood and like a mask, and yeah, she's just like an archer lady, and she's really cool. So she's constantly chasing them throughout the movie. But another part of the story of this is, it's called the World Heroes Mission. So they send squadrons of different heroes all over the world to different countries to try and expose all these different bombs and stuff all around the world. That's sort of like an extra thing. They focus on Izuku and then Todoroki and Bakugo. But it's just like known that these other heroes are all around the world, like in Singapore, Japan, and America somewhere. Because where Izuku is, it's like this made-up country called Otheon, I think. But my dad and I were talking about it, and he was like, it just looks like, it's like San Francisco, so. But I guess it's technically not America or something. I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I'm not sure. But they had one in America somewhere. I can't remember where it was. May have been New York, or I don't know. But there's just a bunch of different countries where they send these heroes, other members of Class 1A, and also, was it 2B, I think, or 2A, or something like that. The other class. They just send all these different heroes and other pro heroes too, to, like I said, get rid of and find these bombs that are all over the earth. So I do really like this movie about, like, I guess, like, the general plot, I guess. I don't know. Like, the whole, it focuses on the Quirk Doomsday Theory and sort of ties in with, like, the Redestro stuff from, like, the Meta Liberation Army and stuff like that from the manga. It sort of ties in with that, but definitely makes it feel, I mean, it's a cult, you know, and the whole idea to begin with was definitely very cult-like, except, you know, before it was like, I mean, the Meta Liberation Army is already sort of like a cult, but this just sort of solidifies it, and, yeah, it's pretty cool how they did it, and just the idea behind it is very interesting. And, yeah, I think also in this movie, Bakugo, Shoto, and Izuku definitely have the drip, as you guys saw, probably from, like, the promotional pictures and stuff. The black uniforms, top-notch, really freaking dope, like, with the hoods and stuff. At the very beginning, they, like, jump out of a plane or something like that, I think. I think that's what it was, or, like, they were in a plane of some sort, or something like that. Oh, yeah, I think they do jump out, and they just have the black suits. It looks really freaking awesome, and, yeah, they definitely have the drip in this movie. Yeah, overall, though, I think, as far as a score, I'm going to give this an 8.4 out of 10. Now, I think I might try to be a little bit more strict with my initial scores this season. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to stick to that. But with the movie, it wasn't super, like, it wasn't excellent, but it was like solid. It had a good plot to it. Had some really cool fights and just cool moments in general. And the animation was very good, but I don't think it was enough to really put it in the 9 range, let alone like give it a 10. Yeah, because 10 is just like peak, you know, as far as anime goes. And yeah, I think this was it wasn't mid by any means. In fact, I think it was quite good. But yeah, that's why I'm giving it an 8.4 out of 10. Not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but still, I think for a My Hero fan, very worth it to watch. And even if you're not a My Hero fan, I felt like this movie might even be kind of a good family movie, to be quite honest with you. It was just very solid. And so, yeah, 8.4 out of 10. And that's really all I have to say about this movie. Like I said, I really enjoyed it. And my brother quite enjoyed it as well. And my dad, not knowing much about My Hero Academia, enjoyed it as well. He thought it was okay. So, I mean, he doesn't really know much about anime, so he didn't really know about My Hero to begin with. He just sort of took us, and so he saw it too. And for what it was to him, he thought it was pretty good. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. As you guys can see, a significant amount of time has passed, and during the making of this video, it is, you know, nighttime now. And, yeah, I apologize for not putting out a manga review episode today. I think I am going to try to do that tomorrow, because I really need to start reading more manga, because I've talked about this before, but I keep buying it, and I'm just not reading it, and that's a problem. And I really wanted to get through Black Clover last month, but I just didn't. And yeah, I was busy with some stuff, but it just really comes down to me just not being in the mood to, and then so I don't. But I really need to, and I really want to make a Black Clover review also coming soon. Like I said, I'll try and make it tomorrow. So hopefully I stay true to that. But yeah, anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.